Nasreen Sheikh. And I would request, before I call Toastmaster Nasreen to start her speech, I would request her evaluator, Toastmaster Asil, to please share the objective of her speech.
Yes, I'm Toastmaster Asil. I'll be evaluating my lovely target speaker, Toastmaster Nasreen, will be embarking the planning pathway, level 2, project 1, right? Her purpose is for her to identify her primary leadership style or discuss leadership. She has 5 to 7 minutes. Timer, please note, she has 5 to 7 minutes. Timer, please explain your time to target speaker. Okay. Her title is The Key to Successful Leadership is Influence, not Authority. The key to successful leadership is influence, not authority. I wish you the very best luck, and please pin the timer.
Leaders exhibit values like integrity, humility, hard work, and compassion before everything else. Good evening, my dear fellow Toastmasters. Each one of us play a role of leader. Give me a thumbs up or a raise of hand if you agree. All right, I see some thumbs up there. Well, in my journey, or rather my quest of what exactly it requires to be that leader, began from my childhood when I used to observe my parents, especially my mother. At that point of time, of course, being a child, I was not aware of these different types of leadership. But now I know I have a name for my mother. She was authoritative. Everybody in the house was scared of her. And her decision was the final decision. I learned quite a few things, but one quality which I think I picked up from there, being under her leadership, one has to submit or learn to submit to your leader. And if ever we sit on that position of being the leader, we expect the same from people under us. So submission and obedience to your leader is one thing that one has to imbibe if you're sitting on the opposite end. Then came the journey, or maybe the second stage of the corporate world, where you see the bosses, managers. They are not the leaders. They are more goal-oriented and objective-oriented. Of course, you got to play by the rules. And you are supposed to shift gears between an idealist or a pragmatist and a realist, depending on the context and people involved. I was very confused as to which type of leadership is more rewarding. To understand leadership in today's context became my urgent criteria. This is when I came across Toastmasters International, whose tagline reads, "Where leaders are made." I quickly enrolled in dynamic leadership pathways because remember, my quest of an ideal leadership style was on. So this journey involved lot of public speaking and leadership projects. And one such project was to understand your leadership style and present your learnings to the audience. Now, this is what exactly I was looking for. I did my own research. I tried to figure out what kind of style. I tried to figure out and discussed with my mentors and my peers. I tried to balance both my personal role of a leader, being a wife and a mother, and at the professional level. True leaders don't create followers, they create more leaders, rightly said by Tom Peters. So the purpose of leadership is to empower others to accomplish individual goals and contribute collectively to the group objectives. It is to provide guidance, feedback, and model behavior for others to emulate. And to accomplish the above purpose, successful leaders will have to exhibit 5 leadership attributes: optimism, effective communication, lead by example attitude, open-mindedness, and integrity, as I mentioned earlier. So with these primary attributes, let us now dive into what it takes to recognize your leadership style and how can you convert it and present it to your mentees or to your students, and then everyone gets empowered. Of course, the various types we all know: the bureaucratic, leading by rules; authoritative, just like my mom, leading by power; pace setting, leading by example; democratic, leading by consensus; innovative, leading by problem solving; coaching, leading by advice; affiliative, leading by relationship; and last but not the least, altruistic, leading by compassion. My learnings by reflecting on my past experiences and with the newly gained tools helped me to realize that I am a more of a servant leader. Now that's the new one. What is a servant leadership? Well, servant leader is the one who places the people before them, and he offers the selfless leadership. That is what I was looking for. And my quest and my hunt ended finally. I'm working hard to become one of the best servant leader for all those who are under me. And my quest has finally ended. Don't you agree with me that it is the influence and not the authority, which actually is what leadership all about? So my all dear friends, I leave you with this thought. Think about what kind of leadership are you looking for? And has your quest or search ended yet? Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nisreen.